Hey, I'm Reed from Emerald Lotus Divination, a website that shares free weekly resources for you guys, and I am today going to be using the Cosmic Guidance Oracle deck. If you saw my last video, I unboxed this guy and kind of gave my first impressions on it, and now I decided that I want to put it to the test. Because this Oracle deck is so positive, I want to use it for a conversation with my greatest fear tarot spread that I've created. I'll leave a link to the spread down below as well if you guys want to see the spread for yourselves or save it or use it. I will leave a link to my website so that you can take a look at it. Otherwise, I'll be putting it on the screen while I pull the cards for it so you can totally read along with me. I know some people love to do that and I think that is just so fun. So let's see, how can we use a very positive oracle deck to do a rather negative or do some shadow work? Let's see how this works. So as I mentioned in my previous video, I got this deck from an Etsy seller called The Rebel Couture. I just wanted to mention them again in case you were looking for any decks that are sold out or that you're having a hard time finding, or if the deck doesn't ship to your country, this might be a good option for you. The first card in my tarot spread is a card to describe my greatest fear. So let's see what a kind of positive oracle deck has to say about this. When I read oracle cards, I actually fan them and select them intuitively. It's just a way that I like to do it. So let's see here. Card to best describe my greatest fear. Let go. Relax and release. Okay. I could definitely see it. So why is this my greatest fear is our next card. A little bit of clarity on why relaxing and letting go. Why am I scared of that? Breathe. Inhale, relax, create space within. So I'm scared of letting go because I'm scared of going inward and really just creating a space within. So I look for a lot of validation and feeling externally instead of finding it internally. So my fear really just resides in being with myself, which is super interesting. How does this fear hold me back? Growth, overcoming limitations. It seems pretty straightforward. What do I need to learn about this fear? Yeah, this cardstock is quite nice actually. For an oracle deck, it's definitely not sticky. The matte I think is really helpful actually. A lot of oracle cards are really sticky. I don't even remember what I'm asking here. What do I need to learn about this fear? Your wish is coming true. Celebrate your success. What do I need to learn about this fear? So I need to learn about letting go. Or sorry, I'm scared of letting go, and I'm scared of it because I'm scared of going inward to just breathe and feel the space within. And by being scared of this, it holds me back from growth. And I need to learn about wishes coming true. So that could definitely mean allowing things just to unfold instead of trying to control them. The let go, relax and release card definitely represents feeling a strong need to control and hold on to things, which definitely makes sense. I'm someone that suffers from anxiety, and that is, in a sense, the anxiety is a fear of letting go, right? It's a fear of losing control. So this definitely could all be really speaking to my anxiety and how instead of just allowing blessings to come into my life and allowing growth, I really try to manipulate things to make them work out so that I feel like I have control of my life instead of just allowing things to unfold and to be, which is something that I've been really working on. So although we have a very positive deck, you can see how you can still find deeper meaning in positive cards, and this is really a very accurate reading for me. Of course, when I think about my greatest fears, I don't necessarily think about letting go. It's not something that comes to mind right away, but when I place the problems that I have in my life and my major issues with my mental health and my wellness, it would be anxiety. Of course, all of my problems stem from my anxiety, which really is my fear of letting go, relaxing, and releasing. So totally accurate. Really great so far. Let's finish up here. I think there's one more card. The last card is how can I face this fear? How can I face this fear that I have of letting go? Patience. Oh. Okay. Beautiful. Love that. Okay, patience. Long road ahead, rewards the wait. So continuing on this journey that I'm on, this specific depiction as well really makes me think of going inward again. So like again, having this breath type thing, creating space within, and just continuing to take those small steps into my future and taking small steps on my journey. Obviously, if any of you guys have done this tarot spread, or you know one of your fears, and really the stem of the fear, why I created it wasn't necessarily so that you would pull a card and it would say spiders, but what you would really understand was where does that fear of spiders stem from? Are you scared of being hurt by people? Are you scared of things that you don't understand? Are you scared of things that you haven't experienced yet? What really is it that makes you scared of spiders, or whatever you think your greatest fear is? So for me, like I mentioned, if I mention my greatest fear, which I won't because I don't want to be that vulnerable, but if I mention my greatest fear and I really think about that fear and what it really is a fear of letting go, relaxing and releasing on a very literal level. And the fact that there's like a lotus here as well, and you guys know my business is Emerald Lotus, I definitely connect so much to lotus energy. So seeing that on this card as well is just really impressive and beautiful. And as you guys can see, even though this might be a very positive deck, all these cards are very positive and beautiful. And some people, you know, sometimes people joke about oracle cards and how they're not really gonna like give you real messages, and they're very floofy, and I don't know, there's kind of a rhetoric about it, as you may have heard of. If you haven't, then just pay no mind to it, because I don't believe it's true. It's not. You can still have a really deep reading with positive cards. They don't always have to be super ruthless like the tarot can be. You can use positive cards to get real messages about who you are and what you want. So if this is something that resonates with you and you would like to try this tarot spread, but maybe you're a little bit nervous, absolutely use some positive oracle cards or cards that you have, angel cards, anything that is a little bit lighter. You can use any form of divination, meditation, anything to connect with yourself with a tarot spread is totally fine. I know I use the word tarot on the images, but it doesn't mean that you can't use anything that you feel called to. If you don't read cards, you can meditate to these questions. You can ask them before you fall asleep. You can journal about them. You can do whatever feels right to you, but at the end of the day, any way you go about finding the answers to these questions, it'll happen. It just might take some time. But absolutely, I love this deck. I'm so pleased with this reading. I think it nailed it for a first reading. It was wonderful. I think this deck is amazing, and I'm so excited to continue working with it. And I hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and let me know what you guys want to see next from me on my channel. And if you tried this tarot spread, did it call you out? Did you get some important messages from it? And what do you guys think about this oracle deck? Will you be trying it, looking into it? So I will leave everything linked below. Make sure to like this video if you enjoyed it and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.